Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to make a video about chords and chord inversions. Now, if you remember from the videos I made you watch, a chord is 3 notes played together at the same time, 3 or more notes. A basic triad is the root note, its third, and its fifth. Now, what that looks like on your keyboard, root note, pardon me, I've got an electric piano. Let's change that to a regular piano. Thank you. Okay. Root note, it's third, and it's fifth. That's a chord. That's a C chord. And like I've been showing you in the classroom, when you're in the key of C or A minor, you don't have to worry about these notes. Okay. Every single chord in its root position is going to look like this. The root note, it's third, and it's fifth. If you say it's its third, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a G chord, A chord, E chord, D chord, so on and so forth. Excuse the system noises. Those chords are in root position. It's simple as that. And like I said, if you heard me screaming, when it comes time for you to write a song or write a piece of music, think of 3 or 4 numbers. If I say use 3 or 4 chords, you're going to come up with 3 or 4 numbers. Then you're going to play them. If they don't sound good, change one of the numbers or change them all. But don't think about getting started. Write 4 numbers on a page. 1, 3, 6, 4, okay? 1, 3, 6 is an A minor, 4 is an F. Sound okay, right? That sounds all right. Like, you can go with that. And that, I didn't think about what it was going to be before I said those numbers. I rattled them off right here, right now. This is not planned. If you haven't noticed yet, all my videos, I didn't really plan them out. Just think to myself, I got to teach people this. That's it. All right, now, that's a chord. I hope you understand. If you don't, stop the video, start it from beginning. You need to know how to form a chord in its root position. You should know your notes. If you don't know your notes, go back to the beginning and learn your notes. You don't need to know the black notes, just the notes that are these. They all repeat. You know this already. Okay? Alrighty. Now I'm going to show you what a chord inversion is. So you know what a chord is. There's a D minor. Now you have to start saying to yourself, you know how to form a chord because you know it's the root note, the third and the fifth away from that root note. Looks like this. All C major and A minor chords are going to have this sort of look to them, where there's 2 white keys in between 3 keys you're playing. You just start thinking to yourself, that's a D, that's an F, that's an A. Because it's perfectly acceptable for you to play this chord like this, or in its 2 inversions, where the D might be on top, or it could be in the middle. Again, D, F, A, F, A, D, A, D, F. They're all the same chord. All D minor, just in different voices. There's a couple reasons why we want to do this. One is because it sounds different. It's a different voicing of the chord. And 2 is that when we're changing chords on piano, sometimes we don't want to move our whole hand. Case in point, if I'm playing a D minor and I want to play an A minor, that's an A. So instead of moving my hand from here to here, I can do this. and just move these two notes down to C and E. Because I would have studied that that's A minor, I could play that A minor like this. Again, instead of moving my whole hand, I'm moving a couple fingers. Now there's a song that you might recognize. How's it go? Yep. Okay, that's a C. That's a D minor and an A minor. This is just like an extra note that's thrown in there. Right? Now, if I was going to play it like this, it's not the same flavor, right? And also, I can't do that without looking at my hands. I can play this without looking at my hands. All right, again. There's a C chord. If I take that and put it on top, still a C chord. If I take this and put that on top, still a C chord. And this can be done, well, pretty much with any chord. And once you get your left hand working on the bass, it really doesn't matter. Well, you hear it? Listen. It's all gonna just sound like a C. Because once you play that in the lowest note, that is the lowest note. And then you can do this with a piano, with your left hand on the piano. You can add a bass guitar or some other bass instrument, a tuba. But then again, I'm sorry, I repeat myself. Those are called chord inversions. When you take a chord and start moving the root note. Okay, that's all for now.